Hey guys, Carlos Hidalgo here from KnowInsight.com, and today's Midday Power Up is about how to dominate a job interview. I actually just got out of a job interview, and I got the job. And I just wanted to share with you guys some tips and some mindsets to put yourself in to help you land the gig, okay? And yes, I actually am working on the beach, which is going to be pretty cool. Well, I'm not working on it per se, but the facility is right off the beach. Anyways, minor deets. So the first thing you want to do when going to a job interview is you want to get yourself in the right mindset, okay? You want to just rub off on everyone, like you just want to be just awesome, okay? As soon as you walk into the facility, you want to say hi to the person that opens the door. You want to say hi to a custodial worker, anybody. The person that's taking down your appointment. You just want, hey, how's your day going? Hey, what's up? Hey, all right, you looking good. I like that shirt. Whatever, okay? You just want to be vibrant. You want to be bright. You just want to basically give everyone good vibes, because you never know who the gatekeeper is, okay? You don't ultimately know whose opinion is valued there. I might go and say, yeah, I'm here for an appointment, and how's your day? Oh, yeah, we start chit-chatting for a little while I'm waiting. Next thing you know, the interviewer comes out. We get done with the interviewer. They might ask that person, hey, how was that candidate? Okay, and this actually happens a lot. And that person will say, oh, it was great. He was actually really pleasant to be around. Because you have to remember, when you're applying for a job, they're not just seeing your qualifications and what you're actually, capable of doing, but they're also trying to see how cool of a person you are and whether or not they can put up with you for 8 hours a day. They want to see if you're going to be a good fit for their culture. So, by walking in and just being awesome, you're pretty much going to set that standard and let people know that, hey, you are awesome. Another thing I like to do is I like to be the first one to answer questions, or be the first. This was actually a group interview, and so anytime there was a question asked, I was almost always the first one to answer. I was the very first one on the very first question. Now, you don't want to overdo it. You don't want to be, the teacher's pet, and like, oh, I know. Because then they're going to smell that from a mile away, and they're going to see you as kind of just being a suck-up. So I was the first one to answer the first question, and then after that I kind of let other people, answer, and then I went back to answering questions. So you just want to show people that you're not afraid to step up to the plate and to set the standard, because the funny thing is that they asked some question, and I nailed it, gave a really good answer, and there was actually a chick who later was like, well, I don't really know if I can follow this guy up. He pretty much gave an immaculate answer. That's literally what she said. And you'll see that people will actually base their answers off of what you say if it's a good answer. Everyone after that was like, well, kind of like what he said. Yeah, I do the same. So I'm not saying that to try to boast or to be egotistical, but I'm just saying that if you are the first one and you're not afraid to be the first one and you give a good answer, a lot of people will try to use what you said. Okay, because remember, everyone's trying to put on their best face at a job interview. Even the interviewers, they want to make their place look like it's the best place ever so that you'll want to work there. It's kind of like a first date, you don't really know who exactly is who until, a couple months into the whole deal. So yeah, you just want to take initiative if it's a group interview. However, if it's a one-on-one, your typical interview, one thing that I try to do is I try to answer every question with a question, okay? And now what this does is it eliminates the power struggle between me and the interviewer, because most interviews are going to take place at a desk, interviewer on one side, interviewee on the other side, okay? So already there's this competitive struggle that's taking place. And so what happens is, instead of me just sitting there and getting grilled and basically just being interrogated, what I do is I try to turn it into a discussion. So if they say, well, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And even though I hate that question, I'll give an answer. And I'll go ahead and say, well, it's funny you bring that up, because I was actually going to ask you, where does the company see itself? Do you guys have any plans for growth? What kind of markets are you trying to, just whatever. Basically, you're trying to show him that you're not just going to sit there and answer questions, but you actually want to know stuff about the company as well. So it kind of puts him or her on the spot, which is good, because then it kind of has to make them think, and they have to break out of their little robotic delivery of their questions, and it kind of puts them at ease too, because now you know, they understand what kind of position you're in, because now they have to answer questions too, and it just opens it up for discussion. So those are super important. Something else is you always want to dress for success. Okay, I was actually the most you know, the most formally dressed person there, and I actually got a compliment. One of the guys that just got hired on there recently came out and was like, "Hey man, you're looking sharp." Okay, so again, not trying to be egotistical, but the point is that these subtle little things are going to make the differences, and those are the things that people will notice, and that might just give you the edge. Am I going to get a job because I look good? Maybe not, but that was actually something that that they mentioned even when they were giving me the offer. They said, you know, this is a place that we like to have people looking good and dressed formally. Basically, what you're wearing is something that we would expect you to wear. So, you know, it just lets them know that you're ready for business. Okay, so I always want to dress, you know, 3-piece, whatever you got, nice dress, looks slick. And yeah, that's pretty much all I have. I do have an article written on the website and the blog that you can check out on. It's pretty much, I think, goes into a little more detail, talking about these same principles. And yeah, so hopefully that helps, guys. And tackle your next interview. There's no need to be nervous. Remember, you have plenty of value. You have a lot to offer. So don't go in there with a scarcity mindset. Go in there with an abundant mindset. And chances are people will pick up on that, and you'll land the gig. So good luck.